So we're gonna do pork quesadillas. And for this, you're gonna need, I like to use this brand. It's masa harina. You can make this for quesadillas and they're gonna be fried. We're gonna use salt, of course, our salt. We're gonna use a portion of pork, shredded pork, like a plate. We're gonna need water, temperature water, or water bottle, and we're gonna use a little bit of oil to make our dough. This is the pan that I'm gonna use to make my dough because the quesadillas are gonna be fried. We're gonna use mozzarella cheese, and I have over here my oil warming up because I'm gonna fry my quesadillas. But first I'm gonna prepare, and I have it on low heat. I don't have it on high, so it could get heated little by little. Meanwhile, I'm gonna prep my dough. There's not really measurements. The salt is a little pinch, not a lot. The oil is a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm not going to put this whole thing because if you put a lot of oil to your dough, it actually it's not the paste. So, and there's not a portion of it. You keep putting the dough, you keep adding it, and you guys will see, you keep adding the masa, the harina for the quesadillas, and you keep adding water until the consistency is what you want. And then you guys will notice once the consistency is. So I've actually already added the flour. I'm going to add the salt. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, not too much. Just a little bit, not a lot. And I'm going to add water. And we'll see how much I will keep needing. And we're going to utilize our hands. You're going to get our hands in there. So what I like to do is have like a cup in the harina, so you're actually able to just get it out with the measuring cup. It doesn't matter which measuring cup, so you're not dirtying. So I just like to use one hand at a time. In your hand, you're gonna be molding it, and you're gonna like see this. It needs more water, so you're gonna add all the water. We added all the water. It's about a cup of water, an estimated cup. And then you see how it's like more. Then we're gonna add more harina. We're gonna add more harina, and it's not gonna be like an exact quantity. It's just gonna be a estimated proportion as how you keep adding it until you get the consistency that you need for your quesadilla. See, right now it's not there yet. So we keep working at it until, so I'm going to keep adding water. I'm going to keep adding masa harina. Now this is instant corn masa harina until the consistency is it's getting there, but it's not quite there. You see how you want it a little bit more, much better. So I'm going to keep working my dough until it is actually to the consistency that I actually want it to get. So this is now my flour has actually got to the consistency that I want it. See, I want to be able to make a little ball. May need a little bit more harina, maybe a little bit more. I don't want it to be too sticky. Maybe just a little bit, not too much. A little bit more harina, not a lot, because it's in the consistency that I want. So you just have to keep working it until it gets to the consistency, and this is getting much more closer to what I need it to be. See, it's gotta work it. You gotta keep working it until, let's see, I can make a little ball and add a little bit more harina, not too much, just a little bit. If you add too much, then you have to add more water, and it's that close. So you just have to work it. I'm going to keep working it, and when we come back, I'm going to be ready to make my dough, my little balls, to start making my quesadillas. Which you have, the dough is the primary to making the quesadillas. So I'm going to keep working it until we come back. So now my dough is ready, and this is the consistency that you actually want your dough, and I'm going to make it into a ball. The size that you actually want it to be. I'm not going to make them that big, so you're going to make it into like that ball. And then you're going to cut it. What I did is I used a Ziploc bag, and I just cut it in rounds. So this is going to be so it doesn't stick on my tortilla platter. So I'm going to put it like that, and I'm just going to close that. And it doesn't have to be that flat. You're just going to, and once it's like that, then the first thing I'm going to put is my meat, a little portion of meat on the side. Little portion. And then you're going to get cheese. Not too much. I say not too much, but I kind of do stuff mine. I like mine. Okay, so you're going to utilize this, the bag, and you're going to help yourself to close it. And you're going to push it, and you're going to press it so it actually closes. And you could push it with your hand. The plastic bag is actually helping to flatten it, to make it more flat. We don't want it too thick, but we don't want it too thin either, because if we do it too thin, then it's going to break, and we do not want that. If it breaks, our meat comes out and our cheese does too. So then this is how your quesadillas are going to be. And I'm going to keep making as much as I have, not a lot, until my pork and my cheese finishes. And then I'm going to put them over here on my plate. And then once I'm ready, I'm going to put them to the to the fryer. Alright, I'm going to continue making my quesadillas. I just wanted to show you guys how you make the first one. Hopefully when you come back, I could see you. I'm going to show you guys how it's all fried and done and ready to eat. And now I have 2 frying quesadilla. I still have a couple more to go. To get them. And we'll see. I did raise the flame to a 3, and that's fine. To a low, medium, high. Okay, so now these are ready to be turned. Be very careful, you don't burn yourself. Use the tongs. We're just going to leave them maybe 2 to 3 minutes on the other side, or until a little bit like this side was. A little light, tan, yellowish. And then once that's done, we're able to, I'm going to transfer them onto a plate with a napkin so the oil could excrete itself here. When you're eating them, you're not eating dripping oil. Of course, we're frying them, but we're not going to eat. And then these are the quesadillas. And that's pork with cheese, you know, the dough. That's an easy dinner meal or lunch. That's our quesadillas. This is a traditional dish that I learned from my in-laws, my husband's traditional dish. Okay, so now these are ready to actually come out. I'm going to transfer it over here. You see, it's not ready, and then ready to immediately put another 2. You could put them by hand, or you could put them by however you decide to put them on. I'm actually gonna put that on. Okay. Now I did lower the flame. I'm at about a 2.5. So it doesn't, now that it's a little bit more hot, I don't want them to burn because they're cooking pretty fast. If you put more at a time, it's going to take longer to cook, but 2 at a time is not that bad. And I'm not going to make that much. I'm just going to make a little bit for my little family. Yeah, our quesadillas are ready to eat, ready to enjoy as a family. My son loves them, just to eat them just like that, no dressing on the top. But I'm going to dress mine with sour cream, aguacate, which is avocado, and salsa on the top. And if you like this, I actually learned this quesadillas from my husband's side of the family. You know, when I visited Jalisco, this is a really traditional dish in their hometown. So I learned cooking this dish from my husband and his beautiful family. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's a really yummy, simple dinner to cook, and it's very, very yummy to taste. If you like our channel, please subscribe to Cooking with Lucy and Kids. Have a wonderful evening.